Hey folks, welcome back. Well, this is part two of the composting toilet. Um, I think our first one is that we just introduced you to the build and the dimensions. You can check back on our channel. You can find the dimensions associated with this. But what I thought I would do is to kind of show you the finished product and what it will look like and so on and so forth. So what you have here now is that to your left is the dry matter and then to your right is the wet. So how it works, let's see here, see the best way I can show you how it works. Let me lift this top up, is that you have dry matter here and then wet matter there. So then we have a liner here. And then if you take a look at this, it really comes up, protrudes up through the hole there. And then the person would go ahead and use this. And then, of course, before they use it, what will happen is, well, how do you work with one hand, is that we have peat moss. So we'll get started with the peat moss. I think we have a scoop or so. Every time you use it, we'll go ahead and fill up the bottom really good. So a person will use the composting toilet. And then after they use the composting toilet, the dry side, they would then put a scoop of the peat moss into the container. And then we close it down and then we'll keep it going. And then we opted to start this process by just using it about halfway. And then what we would do is that we're going to, after using it about halfway, then we would take it and dispose of it into our garbage can and to the landfill. This is legal. We could, the number I think I shared on the earlier video, part one, I think it's worth mentioning again that this is perfect legal process. Number of ways that people dispose of their waste is they can fill up of the dry matter, that is, they can fill up a 55-gallon drum and seal it off of hair towel. And then after the year, you can dispose of it in the landfill or onto your garden. Our other hair towel, the other folks like to take it from here and then on their property in a active rotating composting heap, would mix this into that process and keep it going. And then after it's reached its final stage, they then would spread it out onto their field, pasture, garden, however they would like to use it. And over here is just the wet side of this pot. And this is just a convenience. The wet side of this is that where here tell it this urine is sterile. What happens when you combine the two here is you contaminate the urine and then all of a sudden it's trying to fight to break down, and then that's when your smells and things are created. So here we would just kind of, take a look at this, and then I think about a third or halfway full, or maybe a day or two, we would then take it and include it with our gray water. It's real simple. And I do like, another thing I like just to mention, do like the color scheme. Your projects do not have to look humdrum. It is no. I don't want to imply at all that this is a high-tech construction process. It is not. It is not high-end furniture. It is not. But I do think some paint can help in the process and help kind of spruce things up. And so I agree with that. I don't think we have to have everything that's humdrum in the end of the road type thing or without any knack or tact to it. So there we have it. You have one of the best kept secrets in toiletry. You do not have to spend $1,500 in order to have a composting toilet. This process works just as fine as your high dollar composting toilets. So this is part 2 of a 2-part series. You have any questions or comment, leave those below, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks. Talk to you soon.